Thanks for entering your email address. Before we get started, I want to introduce myself. My name is T.C. Hale, and I'm an author and documentary film producer focusing on health, nutrition, and weight loss. Sometimes I'm not so muddy. I have a radio show called Kick It Naturally, and I work in Los Angeles as a personal trainer and nutrition specialist. I work with a lot of celebrity clients like Jane Lynch and SpongeBob, but this was not always my career. I toured professionally as a comic for nearly a decade until I completely lost my voice. That sucked. 23 doctors didn't have any answers, so I basically told them all to piss off and decided I was going to figure it out myself. After years of research, I not only got my voice back, I learned a lot of freaky stuff about how the body really works. Now I teach webinars to doctors and nutritionists in more than 30 countries, and in the same way that I've shared information with our more than 60,000 Facebook fans, I'm going to teach you the truth about losing the fat the right way. Instead of letting you in on an amazing weight loss product or the best diet ever made, we're going to share something you've probably never heard before. The truth is this: every weight loss diet that has ever been created works for somebody, but no diet will ever work for everybody. Since we all process foods differently, there is no diet that is right for every person. It's never going to happen. Because we all have different body chemistry, there will never be a product that helps everyone lose weight. Never. Stop trying. Shut it down. It's not going to show up. After all, how many times has your friend lost weight on a diet that made you gain 20 pounds? How many times have you lost 15 pounds only to gain back 30? These are the type of results you will always experience when you're working against your body, and more specifically, against your body chemistry. I know that you've calculated your calorie intake and expenditure down to the accuracy of a NASA mission, only to see your pants get tighter. Did you know that there is an absolute formula for determining the exact number of calories you require in order to lose weight? We could teach you that trick, and it would work perfectly for you if you were a petri dish in a laboratory. But guess what? You're not a petri dish. You're a human being, and every human being processes foods differently. That's why counting calories has never worked for you, and it never will. Counting calories can make a person conscious of what they're eating, but that's about the only benefit. The types of foods you eat and your body's ability to process those foods will always matter more than the caloric value that has been given to that food. Always. Counting calories is a huge waste of time. You might as well be calculating your food intake by using your Angry Birds high score every day. While filming our upcoming weight loss documentary, Why Am I So Fat?, we traveled the country talking to most of the biggest names in the world of fitness, nutrition, and fat loss, and now we're going to share with you what we've learned. We talked to big names like Shape Magazine, Muscle and Fitness, Men's Fitness, Fit Pregnancy, best-selling authors like Bill Phillips, Dallas and Melissa Hartwig, Rob Wolf, Gunnar Peterson, and piles of others. So what did we learn? Is the answer to cut out fats? Burn more calories than you eat? Watch your carbs? Do more cardio? Join a CrossFit gym? Go vegan? Remove gluten from your diet? Only eat food for your blood type? Just eat things you find in your pocket? Put all your food in a blender? What is it? Well, it's as much all of that as it is none of that. The answer is, we need to stop looking for the perfect diet or the perfect product and start looking at the person. Most popular diets that fail so often are usually based on the foundation of reducing one type of food or macronutrient. The problem with this approach is that most people can't properly process all types of foods like we're intended to. If you go on a diet that tells you to restrict fat or carbs or animal protein or whatever, you may be restricting the only type of food that your body is properly processing, leaving you with zero fuel to function as a human being. That's when people go nuts. For example, if you reduce carbohydrate intake, you need to increase protein and fat intake. But if you have digestive issues that are restricting your ability to properly break down proteins or emulsify fats so that they can be used by the body, not only have you eliminated your only fuel source, you have increased the intake of foods that your body is not processing well. Now, instead of nourishing your body, you've given your body a bigger problem that it has to deal with. That blows. Believe it or not, only about 20% of the population has their digestive system working optimally. Digestive symptoms are so common today, we just assume they are normal and part of life. But if you experience any of the common digestive symptoms on a regular basis, odds are great that you are not fully breaking down the food you're eating. If you don't break down what you're eating, those undigested foods become a problem the body has to deal with. Even the finest organic and wholesome or vegan foods or whatever, when left undigested, can rot and ferment in the body, creating toxins that the body has to figure out how to remove. Did you know that when the body is overwhelmed with toxins and junk, it will often store some of that junk in fat cells in order to keep the delicate balance of the bloodstream in check? So, if digestion is off, for some it doesn't matter how well they eat. Even quality foods can rot, ferment, and become toxic to the body, resulting in more junk being stored in fat cells. The most common signs of digestive malfunction are gas, bloating, burping, acid reflux, constipation, nausea, diarrhea, light-colored stool, like lighter than the color of cardboard, seeing food in your stool, and digestive pains or discomfort after eating. See? Digestive trouble is way more common than we think. When you understand this aspect fully, you will wonder why we're not teaching this to our kids in every school across the country. The next big hurdle that most commonly sidetracks fat loss efforts is cravings. How are you going to stick to any healthy eating if pizza and chocolate cupcakes are screaming your name all day? Did you know there are physiological reasons you get those cravings? And it's not because you're a chocoholic, it's not because it's in your genes or that's just the way you are. Those are all lies. When you're experiencing frequent cravings, your body is looking for something it's not getting. That doesn't mean your body needs Chubby Hubby ice cream. It may just mean that your body can easily use something in that ice cream to make up for a deficiency elsewhere. And that doesn't mean you're not eating enough, you may be. But if your body can't break that food down into elemental nutrients, the food can't be used and your body will scream for more. Seems like on a daily basis someone is telling us a new healthy food we should be eating. But if those foods aren't right for you and your body chemistry, and they're just giving your body more trouble to deal with, are they really healthy? If you're having cravings, even if you've had them your whole life, you can turn that around by giving your body what it's looking for. The trick is understanding how to figure out what your body truly needs, so it will stop begging for Nilla wafers. The secret to losing fat is to first understand how your specific body is operating. Then, change your diet to fit your body's ability to process foods, or correct issues in your body that are restricting your ability to process a wider variety of foods. If you go on a low-fat diet, but you can't process carbs or protein very well, you just took away your main fuel source. If you go on a low-carb diet, but carbs are the only food your body can function on, that's not going to work for you either. Will it take more work to learn how to look at your own body chemistry using simple tools you can pick up at any pharmacy or health food store? You bet it will. But would it really be more work than trying diet after diet for the next 10 years? Oh, you've already done that for the past 10 years? I guess you already know that failure after failure can be a lot of work too. So why not just do the work to find the answers that are right for you? The fact is, you don't want to do what's popular, you want to do what will work for you. This is what I'm going to teach you over the next 8 or 9 months in this free newsletter. So keep an eye on your inbox over the next few days, and I'll be sending you some tricks and video demos on how you can look at simple tests you can run on yourself at home to get a better idea of how your body is operating and what types of nutritional changes might help you reach your goals faster. I'm also going to teach you what your digestive symptoms could be telling you and steps you can take to improve them so you can then broaden the types of foods your body can use effectively. And don't worry, I'm not going to bash you with sales email after sales email. Most of our emails contain usable information and even notifications of something we're giving away for free or a video we made just for our followers, etc. Why do we give away so much for free? Because through experience we've learned that nothing spreads the word faster than results. I've had clients lose over 235 pounds in a 12-month period without surgery or starving themselves. When that happens, people want to know what you're doing, and that helps us build the army of followers we need. The movie I mentioned earlier will be out in 2015, and we're going to teach the world the truth about fat loss, so millions of people can get the help they need. But we're not some huge movie studio with millions to spend on marketing that movie. That's where you come in. If I can help you reach your goals, don't you think you'll tell everyone you know that they have to see this movie when it comes out? I think you will. And that's our goal. We can't pay thousands of people to help us spread the word, but we can teach them how to help themselves, and then we won't be able to stop them from spreading the word. You can start now by clicking the like button next to the Why Am I So Fat logo so you can follow the progress of the film. You're about to start finding answers you've likely been looking for a long time. I know you failed with diets that your friends have succeeded with, and it made you feel like maybe you were just born to be overweight. I know people have told you it's a genetic thing, but I'm here to tell you that your genes are not to blame for your expanding genes. There are many reasons that a person gains weight, and there are many reasons why someone can have a hard time losing weight. The trick is, those reasons can be very different from person to person. Who cares what's helping other people lose weight? We're interested in sharing what's going to help you lose weight. For those who don't want to wait for information to trickle into your email box for the next 8 months, you may be able to find a friend who has bought my book, Kick Your Fat in the Nuts, who might be willing to loan it to you. We've also taken everything you need to know to get started today, and we put it together in a quick little $10 report that will provide you all the steps you need to begin to figure out why those other diets didn't work for you. If you want to see what comes in that report, click on the blue link, The Truth About Fat Loss, below, and you can check that out. If it's not for you, no harm, no foul. But be excited. An understanding of how your specific body is operating and the steps you can take to reach your goals can renew anyone's enthusiasm enough to see some results. And results always create enough excitement to continue towards your goals. That's what I'll be teaching you over the next 8 or 9 months. We'll talk to you soon.